I spent many years investing in my relationship, or so I thought. But the effect was more like stabbing holes in a bucket and wondering why it wouldn't fill up faster. I see so many other people like me, visionaries, people who know what they want out of life and are highly successful in most areas, approaching relationship in this same way. It's a big mistake, and I'll tell you why in this video. I met my husband in 1996 when I was 23 and he was 30. We married in 2000. In those years before and after our wedding, I was a full-blown relationship revolutionary. Boy, was I working on us. By which I mean I was working on him. I was proud that I wasn't just putting up with the things that didn't work. I was a woman in touch with my desires and needs, and by gum, I was going to let that man know what needed changing. To my way of thinking, I was extremely self-aware. Since middle school, I've been a very growth-oriented person, always reading psychology and self-help and spirituality books. And by this point in my life, I went on retreats, I led retreats, and I was a sought-after leadership coach. I taught yoga and meditation, and the year we married, I began graduate school in psychology. I was friggin' growth and self-awareness personified, and I was very proud of that. Problem was, even though I coached others, and I saw a coach and a therapist myself, and did all manner of healing work, I couldn't clearly see how I was contributing to what wasn't working in our relationship. So I couldn't take the plank out of my own eye. I could only talk about the sliver in my husband's. And to make matters worse, I'd work myself into such a lather over how badly I needed things to change that the way I approached him had zero chance of being an attractive invitation for him or any reasonable human being to take me up on. I mean, I'm lucky that the man is unreasonable enough in his love for me that by some miracle he stuck it out long enough for me to catch a clue. Seriously, being as deeply invested in the spousal improvement business as I was ought to land a person in divorce court. But thank God we made it through that chapter, and I made it through, better equipped to help other well-intended, self-aware, big vision people out of the change my loved one game and into the much bigger, much better games I discovered along the way. Trust me, over here, there's way more turn on, more flowers, more laughter, more fun, more of everything I thought I was working so hard to create, but was in fact sabotaging with my own efforts. The key to changing your partner is not getting them to go to therapy. It's not getting them to read that amazing relationship book you just read. It's not getting them to see how much better your way is. It's not repeating your requests, your demands, or worst of all, your complaints or criticisms louder and faster. No, it's none of those things. The key to improving your relationships involves starting by giving up on changing them. Not that they might not change, not that that might not be a good thing, but this key involves recognizing that your approach, putting yourself in the role of change agent for another person, is bass-backward, self-defeating, and misery-making for you both. You can't get them to change. You can, however, change yourself. You can become someone who inspires the qualities you'd like to see more of in your partner. You can set boundaries and limits more effectively. You can make difficult choices for yourself in light of the facts of your own and your partner's behavior. But you can never, not ever, make another person change. And the sooner you really embrace that truth, the sooner it will set you free to start actually improving your relationships in your life. Want more of the tools I use to help growth-driven leaders create the absolute best relationships they can have? Subscribe to my YouTube channel.